guys doing okay? I'm doing... I didn't get enough sleep, but I think I'll be fine. I'll be fine, yeah. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's alright, it's alright. Oh, they got the same Airbnb. Why is she... Oh, never mind. I thought she was like Chris streaming now. That would have been weird. Alright, guess I'll watch this. I really need to get sponsor block. Where's sponsor block? Let's go get it. Sponsor block Chrome extension. Gotta really not deal with this shit. God bless sponsor block world. These guys are fucking amazing. Where's my Chrome? Let's go take my Chrome sponsor block. Copy it. What? Still doesn't work? Skip. Auto skip. Auto skip. Auto skip. Alright.
Positive. Well, they seem that now. Now they.
I can't.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I told you the gist of the story.
Yeah. I have my story. That's what happened.
Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
What's up,
I
Botrix?
park in my garage. I parked in the driveway every night. And Trey Young.
I want to move the monitor
It'd be hard
a
for
little
this
bit.
sighting to be more damning. Firstly, the kids who reported this actually reported it in 2013, soon after Caitlin's body was discovered. The realization that they may be the keys to solving an actual homicide was the only thing that made them fess up to the police. And worse, their parents, about sneaking out of the house on the night in question. Both of the teens, when interviewed separately, told matching stories, even down to the color and model of the cars involved. They witnessed the cars with their lights fully off, drive toward Caitlin's home, then return and sneak into John's garage, once more, with their lights fully off. That doesn't sound like someone watching a crime show to me. It sounds like someone living it.
And they got a third person backing them up that he took them to the party and picked them up in close proximity to your house. The third person. And they were like, "Oh shit, that was weird," because they thought they were gonna get busted by a Fairfield police.
What?
When in doubt, it was a red Ford Focus.
Bro, I'm back to fucking
blue four-door
4. That's so bullshit.
Have anything for you?
How did I lose?
Right.
That's not. I did.
Oh my god, I was on the losing streak yesterday. I thought I was winning.
They were pretty certain about that.
The time does match up with you. I mean, it's like you said, the that time when I was showing you the time that these people say that you arrived is consistent.
I didn't go anywhere.
So
I
you got
stayed
home.
at home. I got home and I stayed home. And in fact, my stepdad would wake up ridiculously early to do work, and he got up pretty early that morning to do work, and my car was there in the driveway. Steve and my mom both parked in the garage,
Okay.
and they were both of their cars were in there. I never parked in my garage,
I think I know this
so
person.
that story is already flawed. On top of the fact that none of that happened. None of it.
Okay.
I went home. I got inside, watched my shows. I laid down, I went to bed. I mean, that is pretty much what happened as far as I can remember it at this point in this whole situation.
Mhm.
And I don't have, you feel free to bring the witnesses in. I don't know what to tell you. There's no more I can prove to you.
They gave statements. They gave statements back. This is not something new.
Okay.
It really isn't. This is something, they did their statements back in the day.
Traveling to New Queen Street.
Shortly after
Prepare for battle.
Hickman's body was found, because they didn't put two together until like they got the shit. So we seen that.
Okay, but I don't know what they saw or who. I can't tell you. There was a loose dam, and loose dam that could be.
One of your friends was trafficked.
As far as I know, though, it was Jeff who drove a blue Ford Focus, but
One magical step
Yeah.
at a time.
Nobody else?
no.
One more mission,
And
huh?
I didn't leave
I'm in.
after I went home.
You were home
I
that whole time.
appreciate the boost.
After the party, I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure?
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously it's been years down the
I
line.
understand it,
But
but
I didn't leave. I didn't, like, go drive my car somewhere.
Once more, John has decided that telling the police no and I can't tell you is his best defense. But what happens when a witness contradicting his statements isn't a stranger, but a close friend?
Jeff said he is senior guy professional. It's a show that. Yeah, I guess we were here for the car. And this is Jeff. Yeah, he said hi to you. He's seen
Pushing our barricade up.
out of sorts. And he said, I guess he said hi to you, and you said hi back, which is unusual. Jeff said, you guys are. I think you said that 4 or 5 times. And that you didn't say hi to him because you could tell there was something wrong between you and Caitlin. He said, and
She was frustrated that I
to the point, dude. She says to the point. He says to the point, dude. That it looked like they were. And I was like, damn, that's cool. I mean, I never seen people upset because tension to the point you guys break it up.
they gave the one that had an second thought. They didn't comment.
Okay, so as far as like anything like that, if she felt that way or it seemed that way to him, that's all fine. But I was,
This is his observation.
yeah, I was.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Caitlin, I remember, was like already just kind of tense and frustrated, but all of that again, a lot to do with her getting ready for school to be over, or getting ready for move, and there was just a lot of like things building up around her. And just, but the plan was still the same as far as I knew. Everything was exactly the way it was supposed to be going, and that was not. So.
Did Caitlin get frustrated with, I mean, you're now like,
That's probably the most expected one. I wonder if they said like reversal or something.
Just my limited experience, she seemed to be good emotion. Very artistic, very driven, working.
Yeah, I think she was probably worried that I wasn't going anywhere. At the same time, like, I still had drive.
Let me heal you.
I still had an ability to get things done, and for the most part, while she was in college, I was helping her with a lot of that stuff. Yeah, her dad paid for a lot of her groceries and stuff, but like, I was a part of her life. I helped her through college. It wasn't just, I worked for her. She got to work for me. And it wasn't just the money for me, it was for her. She knew that.
Yeah, forgive me. I know I'm going over things I know you've probably gone over, but your phone also was something that I know was examined back then. You deleted text messages between you and Caleb. What was that?
That was an utter and complete horrific accident. The idea was, again, not great with computers. Not at all.
Oh no. Go back, go back, go back, go back.
She just deleted a few messages because he said it was going to start deleting all of his messages if I didn't delete some so that I could receive messages. And then receiving massive amounts of messages about Caitlin, about everything. So as those started coming in, I started worrying that Caitlin's messages would start to get deleted. So I went through and carefully tried to select each one, and then when I pushed the delete button, it deleted all of them. Except the ones that seemed to be like pocket saved or something. I had like a handful of ones left behind, but it almost deleted every other one. Like, and I don't know why. But I had given the phone. They had all of the information. I had not deleted it before I gave it to them the first time. And I really didn't mean to do that. And I know what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, I'll be honest. It looks
I'm
real
aware.
bad,
I'm
right?
aware of that. But
I mean,
there's nothing I can do about that. It was a complete and utter accident.
Right.
It was an utter
Yeah,
accident.
I mean, again, not knowing the case as well as Paul, I mean, that was one of the things that stuck out to me.
I understand that, but at the same time, like I said, they had the phone. There was nothing deleted when they originally had my phone the first time they took it. That was literally that day. They had my phone for hours, and they didn't copy anything. I didn't make that mistake. I made the mistake of accidentally deleting it before they could make a decision to copy everything.
Okay. And it was an accident that you deleted
Absolutely.
Caitlin's message.
Absolutely, because I did want to go back and read them. I did want to see them. I had messages from her going way back.
So you accidentally deleted Mole?
Everything. Everything but the ones that Pocket dialed saved.
Oh.
I'm telling you, every message was deleted. And then they wanted to come to me and say, well, why weren't these messages deleted? I can't explain why those got saved. I don't know why.
Really?
But almost every other message I had was gone. I had, like, you know how it shows the whole screen of messages? I had this many messages at the top of my screen.
Right.
A lot of them got deleted. I did not do that on purpose.
John claims that almost all of the texts between him and Caitlin were deleted, but that's not even close to the truth. Upon review, police realized that the only messages that the two exchanged in the few hours before Caitlin's death had been deleted, which leads many to believe that in those few hours, there was an explosive argument, or even a breakup. According to several of Caitlin's close friends, she wanted to end her engagement to John, but she felt trapped. She stated on multiple occasions that she was no longer attracted to John, that his substance use was a turnoff, and that she felt they had different aspirations. She was also expressing extreme doubts about moving to Colorado with him, something he has tried to seem so confident in throughout 12 years of questioning.
Dr. Joe, did Captain O'Hara make it back as
A couple
well?
more things. When it comes to,
He was a good man.
I know that part about you. How many people have been on that route to the three guys? What's that?
Attackers incoming.
Handful of people.
Yeah, and
The quarter of people.
yeah.
I mean, that was kind of your special place. That's what place and your friends. I mean, one of
It
your
was fun to go out there because it was a lack of supervision. The only reason we went out there. Nobody was there to watch us go out.
You can understand why. Obviously, you know what they mean. You it out there in Indiana. It also seems to me, again, Paul knows this case a lot better than me. I think the reason why he's asked you about the circle of friends is it doesn't seem that there would be a lot of possibilities of this type of crime. You know,
outside of like
outside of a small group of people, and then the body is found in Indiana. It doesn't seem like that would be some random person.
I will tell you this. All these four people ended up talking.
Bro, look at this, man.
Bateman's not looking at those. So I mean, the whole entity. Who?
yeah. I don't know.
That's right there. That's what I mean. I was going to know how you felt reading this then, because sometimes hindsight's 24.
I just
You still feel the same?
what you're asking is not just like that somebody I know guilty. You're asking me to like from mistake.
Yeah.
And how do I answer that? I mean, like, but I don't know.
I'm the John Paul.
Because I'm always
Oh, finish him.
about it.
Oh my god, didn't even kill him.
I don't understand why, and I don't understand a lot, but I don't know. And I'm here to say I've done, trust me, but I mean, how do I get that answer? How do I get that answer? Is it a feeling?
To be honest, because you are
The only feeling
Man, these guys don't want to win. I can't do anything, man. I'm trying to heal them. He doesn't want to go in.
I have a feeling about everything at one point. Yeah. And the finger has been pointed to everything.
sometimes.
But that's the other thing. But that's the other thing. I don't have an exact answer. I don't
I can tell you precisely why John has a feeling about the person he spontaneously named. Because just prior to this interrogation, the innocent person that he pointed a finger at tragically passed away. The only thing worse than blaming someone else for your crime is blaming a person who can't defend themselves. Though, truthfully, John's not doing a great job of that either.
And maybe, again, maybe I'm worried on finding the name before I left for work. But
Because even some things
I
that you
didn't
can't
go
see.
anywhere and do anything. And it had nothing to do with Caitlin going missing. Not Caitlin. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, he didn't.
Why would you grab him?
I had nothing to say that because I did not shoot her, kill her.
I think that's everything that you can say.
I did not take her. I did not do anything to threaten her life. I did not have an accident. And to tell you the truth, if ever there were an accident, I would never be involved in it. I would not be able to do it.
This ends
And I can tell you
now.
that 100%. I did not let her back. I loved her, and I had a life with her. And I was not going to. And the fact that I even managed to get to this part of my life, what I can do now, is something I never thought of.
Right.
I am sorry. Indiscrepancies and the things that you're seeing.
I'm gonna go pee really quick.
The witnesses who apparently saw me leave a garage that I don't park in. but
But
I
you see,
can't
you can
give
see
you
why.
any.
You can see why.
I can see why you're asking the
Yes.
questions.
Because that's what you
I can
understand.
see why you're asking the questions because you have to cover everything.
Yes.
But what I am telling you is what I know to be true.
Right.
100%.
Right. Well, and I think we've talked about the stuff that I've looked at that I'm like, oh, that.
Do you feel like I may have even helped in your understanding of it, or do you still feel
No,
totally lost?
I think no, I don't think I'm totally lost. I think you've gone over and given me an explanation, your explanation. So, I mean, and you help me understand what I'm seeing. I mean, the text messages still bother me, but you've given me an answer.
Shit out of me
Yeah,
too.
you've given me an answer to that. Okay, so I don't. I mean, unless you're not telling me everything, then the answer is what it is, right? I think I'm glad that you've been cooperative. I'm glad you come in and talk with us.
Well, and
There's a lot of things that I'm sure you wish. Probably wish you had those text messages so you could say, "Look, Mike, right here."
here they all are.
Yeah.
One. Attack commences.
Basically, I would really prefer not to have to do this. Now, I understand if there's sort of excitement, go to work, or something of that nature. Is that likely?
Like I told you on the phone. The prosecutor's office, we have three. I'm going to
I remember you saying that you would put it in and you might not do anything.
Yes, because
Straight up, just shoot him.
What we do is we get on.
Okay, now we know what the fucking problem is.
Because none of this is, there's not even a case number for this prosecutor. So we get it on the record because if somebody does come in and say, oh, there's no record of shit. See what I'm saying? We get it on the record, like grand jury here, all the testimonies that we get. And they will either indict or they do, or they'll take it back and they want it back nothing. They'll call what's called no vote, which is mean the case is still pending, still further investigation. So that's what happens. So that's where we're at with this. Like I was telling your fiance, your wife, is that the reason why I was kind of pushing for this because I thought what you found was one last time talking to you for this very reason we did what we did together. I really appreciate it.
I said, just hold me.
What we found and these last questions that we had, basically, and I'll write it.
Just straight up let him do that in front of me.
And he will go from there. He'll say either he doesn't have to he can say yes, no, or continue research. So he's the prosecutor.
Oh, and I'm gonna say this. You may find discrepancy, but
I can't do anything, man. These guys are fucking retarded. I would literally go backline just for some fucking random person. This is probably Moira or something.
I just want to make sure that it's
Or the disposal of the body.
disposal of the body.
So done.
Anything to do,
I really don't even want to try.
anything surrounding the incident that we're discussing today.
Maybe I just don't have passion
The
for
only
that.
thing I had to do with it was that I loved you, and I was in a relationship,
My luck.
and that was it. That was the only thing I did.
Wow.
That's it. And beyond that,
Zero aware.
there's nothing else to find. And that's what I really want you to be clear on. Because I can promise you, you're not going to call me in here, or you're not going to have a grand jury bring me in because of evidence existing.
I can promise you, John, they are. On March 22nd, 2023, John was brought back in on a grand jury indictment as a result of overwhelming circumstantial evidence. As you're about to see, he really didn't believe that was going to be
This
possible.
ends now.
He is not happy about it.
Okay.
Making a full recovery.
30 seconds.
Okay, John.
Before we get started, we have to review a reminder, everyone, okay? So, hey, Mr. Legal, who you met, Mr. Legal? John, let me go on. So you're done. Listen. Create
read his Miranda rights. We've heard them a few times. So let's get to the good stuff, like how flat out annoyed John is to be here.
No one used rights. Do you wish to talk to me without having a role present? Okay. Right, for the time being. Okay.
This is what we call, I think you would, and I know you were probably a Avengers fan, but this is what we call the end game. The end game is, you want to Ranger, you want to test out her Ranger, because you want her to have her say input, that Ranger, that proceeding, and the Ranger has indicted you. Okay, not because they feel that there's enough probable cause that this case proceed further to the common police court. Okay, so they believe the information we have, and you've been indicted and murdered.
Okay, but what evidence? There's nothing.
You're thinking of there's evidence that's got to be fingerprints.
No, I mean
there's circumstantial evidence.
okay.
There's a lot. I mean, you guys talk about circumstantial evidence. Red flag. That's circumstantial evidence. That being said, we are at the point in time now where this is where you need to come clean with everything happened that night, because here's the thing, dude. I'm telling you. The whole stories that you've been given, the inconsistent stories you've been giving them, in the police department, the media, and everybody else since 2011, it's come to a point now where no one's believing the story. Okay? The whole story about the unknown suspect, one individual who was responsible for following you and getting to her house. No one's believing you. They didn't believe it when you first came out with it.
Okay, but that was just like a thought. I mean, like you asked me my theories and I gave you my thought. I don't.
You told me, no one asked you that question.
Ah, nobody asked, bro.
You gave to the 911 operator.
This ends now.
So that
I
makes
thought
sense.
maybe that could be a possibility. But I'm not saying that's the story. That's not a story I gave you as an excuse or any other thing than just and I thought maybe that would be the most likely scenario because it seems unbelievable to me that anyone I know would do that to her.
Okay.
But I haven't made any lies. I haven't told you anything that didn't happen. So maybe my stories are different sometimes here and
Sometimes
there. But there's
your story has evolved constantly over the past almost 12 years.
Because it's been 12 years.
Yeah, but your story's it's never the same story twice. That's the best part about all this. It's never the same story twice.
What are you talking about?
All your stories.
What part is inconsistent or different?
You filled out. You remember filling out a form early on, like shortly,
just writing down everything that
everything you talked
Write it
about
down to the rover.
that day, and it's like, tell us about.
If I see the opposite, it's
Caitlin,
over.
and you wrote, she is kind, she has a snaggle tooth. You remember that form? That was
vaguely.
So you wrote down a whole sequence of events from the day before and the day after in August, and you have events.
He's a real cold-blooded killer, bro.
Like they couldn't have occurred, like about your mom coming back from David's bridal, and you had all of these other things happening, and then you called the police. Like John, like I read through it, and I went through it, and I read it, and went back over it, and this is right after it happened.
Okay, can I
say what you gotta say, brother?
I don't have anything new to tell you. So if we're just gonna sit here and question me,
There's no more question.
or expect me to confess to anything, then we're gonna
let me
have
get
to
this
move
out to you, okay?
forward.
Let me tell you what this is where
I
I'm
have
gonna tell you
nothing
this.
to do with her death or
Okay.
disappearance, and that's really
Right
all
now,
I
as
have
of right
to
now,
say right
as of right now, okay, if you wanna tell us what really happened that night, I'm willing to listen. The prosecutor is willing to listen. No, but we don't want to hear no more of this nonsense about this unknown suspect following you guys.
I'm not giving you that. Okay? That's the unknown suspect following me thing. Okay, fine. What I have been telling you and what I've been trying to say is I have no clue what happened. I craft my own what I did, what I said. Okay, then we're done.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna need to get my lawyer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because you'll be
Can
going
I
to court.
please have a court?
Expect to lose.
Yes, when you get to the jail.
All right. John, it's 4:58 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna put down 4:58. Attorney requested.
We need to believe this is happening right now.
Well, I mean, but what you're doing is like, it's
I'm not
literally
doing
what has happened, what has transpired is just, it's unbelievable. I really have nothing to do with what you're accusing me of. I have nothing. I didn't have to vote. Yes,
You've been voted. So, we will. So, I'm writing it down, 4:58 p.m.
John's trial proved to be one of the most dramatic the state had seen in years. Originally charged with first-degree murder, he pleaded down to involuntary manslaughter in exchange for admitting his guilt. While his defense team begged for him to receive probation, the judge remained resolute, saying that John showed no remorse for his role in Caitlin's death. As a result, he imposed the maximum penalty, 3
Which
years
is?
behind bars.
3 years?
I don't put my hands on women either. For the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Oh, he did a pretty good job hiding her.
I don't put my hands on women either. I don't put my hands on women either.
What's my current weight? Shit, depends on the day. I want some pizza today. I've been saying it for 2 weeks. I ain't still really getting them cheap.
Like, you gotta get that hot, so you gotta add $1,500.
How do you get somebody pay $1,500 for Mom's Pizza? That's up. Still got $1,500 in Mom's Pizza. Shit, let's go. Alright, boys, $1,500. I need some Mom's Pizza.
How the hell did he not die, bro? What? They just let him go like that? I genuinely thought he was gonna kill him. Ah, dude. I literally jumped, dude. Watch. How the hell did that catch me?
Alright, bud, you gotta do better than 1 to 7. How are you not shooting at anybody here, bud? There's a guy in our fucking spawn! Ah. Dude, you gotta watch everything when you go up there. I literally was fighting the guy in the building and the guy on the left at the same time.
Fucking literally trapped himself like an idiot.
You should know this. I shouldn't have to say something. Like, fucking watch the game. Good lord.
What are they doing, bro?
I don't play Rainbow anymore. You just see the guy. You just look right at a guy. Right. Damn it, Alright, we're about to go back on members only. Too much trolling. There's no barbecue. Never was.
Never was.
Nah, I'm just tired of losing fucking people. Like, every time I play with fucking people, like they always bring somebody in that's a complete and utter trash can. It's like when I go into Rainbow, I want to be the worst player on the team.
Damn.
You want a new teammate?
I don't have a team on Rainbow anymore. I want to be the worst person on the team, and that's usually not the case. I'm usually the second or third best. Yeah. Talking about Rainbow.
I rest my my forearms on my laps.
Hey, Boot Man. Everything be okay? I personally love
I guess you can't
to give you an inch to see you struggle for a mile. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
$10 for that.
Thank you for the $10, Boot Man. Lumix is a rich Saudi Prince. Lumix is a white boy from Georgia that lives in the projects that spends his fucking wings check on fucking cigarettes and depression. I ain't come out here that people know about Lumix. They know his real name and everything. I'm not gonna face. Chico will beat me in a 1v1 in Rainbow. Just like I'll beat him in a 1v1 in Call of Duty, so it's pointless to even be like, oh, let's do something. No, it'll be a butchering both ways.
It's a team-based game anyways. I mean,
yeah. In fact, he's coming here mad because he's like defending Buck Nasty, a dude that fucking couldn't put a triangle into a fucking square hole. So Giga says that I can't win gunfights in Call of Duty without being in my spawn, prone, hiding with ammunition. How many times have you sat here and watched me on the screen right now push people out in the 2v1 and win? I did that match. I literally put a person with a submachine gun that match, won it, had 10 rounds left, jumped, and did a jump shot, and shot a guy to death by he falling off the map in that last round. I'm just scared that she got. Nah, I'm not scared of nobody. Ain't got nothing to prove. Ain't got nothing to prove. Yeah, I did. Fucking pet boy. One more question. Any tips on gaining weight? I'm skinny as fuck. Don't walk. Matter of fact, Uber everywhere you go. Drink plenty of milkshakes. I don't fucking know. Who will win World War III in your opinion? I know who's gonna lose it. This fat bitch right here. Like, as soon as they start cutting supply trains and shit like that, Zach Smith is gonna have like a riot on these chickens. We're gonna be pissed off.
And then Wings is gonna go hungry.
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna have to start. I'm sorry, 1v. Yeah, nah, motherfucker, I'm gonna start 1v1 for rations. Be like, yo, donate your ration card. I need a second husband at the Pizza Hut.
Let him use their ult. That's fine, that's fine. No!
Oh, I fucked that with myself.
Oh,
I should have killed the first guy quicker. If I killed him quicker, I win that round. Hey, tell Hey Arby to say hey with that $100 bill, son. I only listen to Benjamin Franklin.
الله يا اخي وش الترولة الملعونة هذه؟ يروحون بالحالهم زي كذا.
Man, Hey Arby never got the 1v1 with a girl in his life. Why would he even try to 1v1 with a real man like me?
Look at this, bro. I can't do shit. Not so many good ass. Oh.
Come on, I'm getting. That's right, my last one. Well, I get hypoglycemia if I don't eat because I'm so fucking fat. My body has so much sugar that goes into it. It just starts. I start getting lightheaded. I don't got diabetes at all. I got hypoglycemia. Wow, I got eat up by Sunnyvale again. Alright, that's it for me. Looks like this stream's getting deleted.
When I say bum,
When I say bum,
think, feel the chill. Get over here.
Pissing our pants yet?
When I
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
there's no escape.
I'll be right back.
Hey, big salute, shut up in the 10. I appreciate it. Thank you. Round one. Fight. Up for the first 10 of the stream. We got another idiot ass bot. We got a mashing bot. Oh my god, bro, get the out of here, man. Fucking YOLO ass fucking player.
Oh my God! Fake ass on my frauds!
Come back soon.
Bloop. Round two. Fight.
Prepare to attack.
Round two. Fight.
Everything starts with this. We all go down like the same guy. They know what man about to do. You know what
If you knew what Blackwatch was up to, why didn't you stop them?
My vision was clouded by anger.
And now the world pays for your actions.
In that, we are the same. My ultimate is charging.
Just one more mission.
Party mode, party mode, party mode, party mode, party mode, party mode.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Capture objective
Goofing off. Oh my god! Fucker, man! I thought I could block him and he'll die instantly.
Completely fucking random. Look at this dude, man. I just love somebody who literally just started doing random shit.
What? Push the fucking pellet. Nice. Well fought.
Score 3-0. Switching sides.
See how I gotta give somebody who sucks a dub? I literally woke up 3 times on purpose to go respect some fucking bum. That's the only reason you got that. Bro, this I get the whole round and this nigga's still damn near choking. Get this bitch ass nigga out of my stream. You off to the void you go.
I won't tolerate anyone who stains His Excellency's radiance.
Party mode in game. Party mode in game. Party mode in game.
Dixon or some random shit? Just going random shit. Just random shit. Jumps again. I see them outside. You're gonna do it anyway. Jumps again. Jumps again. Jumps again. You don't know what you're doing.
Party mode. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
You gonna jump again? Over here.
NDM solder. Before opening it, we tried to boot it. We did all this testing. Spoiler
Wow,
alert,
that gave me a
doesn't
shit
turn
ton
on.
of fucking.
But one thing that's interesting right away is you can see
I
how
can
this
get another golden weapon now.
they've actually pulled the IHS down, so there's this protrusion internally to, you would think, meet
You know what the
facilities.
next
No
one is gonna
facilities,
be?
but what they're
Obviously,
doing
Diva.
is
Come on,
setting it down so that
she's getting her
if you were to
mythic
look at it
after
up
16
against the light,
seasons.
you still see something there, so it's not just a straight shot through. This is a real one. This was never lidded, so it's not delidded, it's never lidded. And you can see that the protrusion of the nickel-plated IHS, it doesn't exist here. It's also gold-plated. Adding gold would probably cost too much if you're scamming people, because then you're just giving them gold. But the point is that there was some serious effort that went into this particular scam. So this is what our viewer Chocoma. Okay, I'm not reading that. The user received this after ordering a new 9800 X3D from Amazon.
Chocoma nuts.
Where was it 9800 X3D? Obviously, there's nothing on it. It's just a substrate with some glue that attached to an IHS. And this IHS does look like an AMD IHS. Top of my head, I'm not sure which CPU it would have come from, but obviously it was adapted to the 9800 X3D because it should look like this, which is nickel-plated copper for the IHS itself, the integrated heat spreader, followed by a gold pad, followed by the Indian solder. The gold pad and the Indian solder were not there. And none of this is the first time this has happened. Even on this channel, we've already covered counterfeit CPUs that had the Intel branding numerous times. In fact, over a decade ago, Newegg ended a relationship with a supplier after obtaining a shipment of fake Intel Core i7. That's how you know times have changed, because today, Newegg would have just shipped those to customers. More recently, we investigated counterfeit Intel CPUs in the second-hand market. This MSI China warned in the Translated Post that the company recently, quote, found many cases where AMD CPUs were opened and replaced by customers.
I will keep it on,
At the same time,
just
that
in
Taiwan
case I
media
explode.
publication Unico's Hardware reported on a knockoff 9800 XCD that appeared on China.
Salam alaikum.
That ended up being a damn AM2 processor. So one, if there are scams of 8500 Gs, then nothing is safe. And two, AM2 is from 2006. Another purchased a new i7 13700K from Best Buy that Intel later determined was fraudulent, and then leaving the customer out of luck. We've seen this happen a few times.
هلا بثينة اعطيني اللي تبغاه جيب اللي تبغاه معلش نص اللعبة. الوعد ان شاء الله المرة الجاية ابشر. She's nuts.
والله ما ادري شو خسرنا هذه يا عيال.
ما خسرنا اصبر.
ها؟
ما استطيع.
اللي بسيف ده اللي بسيف ترجع. ها؟
ما اقدر اكنت
مالي اقول لك لا تسوي تتش ترجع ما يمدي. ما قلت تسوي. خلاص.
Oh shit.
وراك اللت هنا كان ممكن ممكن بدي اقول لك يا حبايبي ما يحتاج
كيف ما يحتاج؟
ابدا ما يحتاج.
خلاص خسرنا الفايت خلاص. هذا بحاني شفت لو ما علت.
مرة لو عندكم.
Okay. I was gonna change to get Myra, but
طيب ميرسي ميرسي منور الله يرضى عليك. بس شوي للدرمون.
Tactical visor activated.
I
will pretend that did not happen.
similar to QR codes, but they're typically smaller.
I am on my way. Let me heal you. I'm on my way.
And you should
Come
get
to the EMP charge.
God, I love whenever a person like that. It's so fucking terrifying.
Which makes a moving target, but hopefully this list can help emphasize some areas for you all to pay attention to if you want to double check that the CPU is valid, and if you're questioning the CPU is legitimate. As seen in this side-by-side comparison, first the PCB's color is different. This is the most evident deviation when the processors are directly adjacent. We already showed the weight difference at the beginning, so that's another clear one. As we previously mentioned, there's no coding on the scam CPU's SMDs. The layout and count of exposed SMDs don't match, and as seen on the 9800X3D's bottom edge, the first row of SMDs includes 4 horizontally mounted capacitors, followed by a row of 6 vertical ones. In contrast, SMDs on the fake CPU's bottom edge consist of 2 rows with 5 vertically mounted devices, followed by a third row that's not found on the I am now. As for the SMDs on the IHS side, the upper group features an extra column of SMDs on the fake. In the SMD areas beneath these, in the outermost column, the authentic 9800 XD has 2 vertically mounted components, whereas the fake uses
Doctor,
4
are we still
horizontally mounted
meeting for
components.
lunch after the seminar
Our
today?
counterfeit might have been a rebranded 7600, as
Seabrim,
seen
that
in
was
this
years and
comparison
years
of a
ago.
7600 to our fake.
But we
The
had a lovely
similarity in
talk.
SMD placement is much stronger.
Oh,
The font
I remember
of
now.
AMD Ryzen 7
Birds,
9800
wasn't it?
XD is
Birds
also
and
larger
music.
but less bold on the replica. And on that same note, the part serial numbers stand out as particularly long. They're also on genuine Ryzen 5.
Look who fucking healed her. The fucking retard.
يا سولجر تريت تخلي يفقع. بجي كلها بيمين وكسر التريت. سولو بفعل هذا الوقت. كان سيء. اكسر واخذ بنت عنك. ضغط. سولجر فوق. نو.
Wait, that went this far? I thought it was already in the beginning. Damn, it went really this back? سحب عليه. يا سيجما ايش قاعد تسوي؟ بس كذا خلصت ترولة ولا ايش؟
وش اللي خلصت ترولة؟ اطلعوا فوق، ليش تلعبون تحت انتم؟
انت اللي طالع فوق خليتني بالحالي.
اطلعوا فوق، ليش تلعبون تحت؟
طيب قول لي. كسر راسي.
هي ما يحتاج اقول يا قلبي، الماب ذا يعني الهاي يفوز.
Tactical visor activated.
I wasn't gonna do a dog shot though.
تكسروا له ابو الشكل ذا الحمار. سولجر ترت عندك.
This isn't exactly a widespread issue. The four tips that would be an awesome.
يقرب. العب فوق. اوكي. ترت هنا. سولجر له. هي الواحدة قد 100 من هنا. والله احنا متفرقين بشكل. تانك لو عندي ما عندي هيل. اكسر الترت، الله يلعن ام الترت. ضرب اليمين له. عندنا يد. وليه فكيت هنا؟ والله مستحيل خسرنا ذا الجيم. والله مستحيل خسرنا ذا الجيم.
I fumbled it so hard. I've never fumbled it any harder than this.
It's something where the item was swapped.
My hand hurts.
Who had probably returned it. Now, after posting our second-hand
It's my fault. I'm not gonna lie. At the end, I kind of like did the worst fucking ult. Is his right? Oh, that was my fault. Just completely fumbled the last soldier like so fucking hard. That shit is embarrassing. Oh my god.
Its fulfillment centers also have a significant amount of different inventory going in and out.
Oh man, that was sad.
They come across a return component and think, looks good to me, without really knowing to cross-check the serial number on the box with the one on the heat spreader that they probably don't even know what that is. The point is that there are a lot of places in the pipeline of buying a CPU that a scammer could exploit, from retailers unfamiliar with the product to the actual customer. Now, in the Amazon situation specifically, it is unfortunate and it is annoying, but as long as you notice, and it's within the 30-day return period, so far we have not had direct experience where they've rejected a return and refund request for something that came to us and was just the wrong item. And again, it's happened a couple times at least now. So our advice there would be, regardless of the retailer, open and inspect the item basically immediately. If you have the other components, test boot it as soon as possible, because even if it's a legit item and it's just DOA, you want to find out as soon as possible so you're still within in Amazon's case, I think it's a 30-day return window, and some other retailers like 14.
Why the fuck did he change it?
Now, we'll wrap up with some quick suggestions on verifying the authenticity of processors, either prior to purchase or after receiving them. For Intel, we have that separate video on the fake 12900KS, where you can check that for the Intel side. But generally speaking, prior to purchasing, ideally, first of all, you buy it from a first-party seller who has some level of protection. So it'd be Amazon, Newegg directly, things like that, rather than a third-party seller on the marketplace on those same retailers' platforms. We'd also generally advise holding off on buying a CPU if you don't have accessibility to something to test it with, like the motherboard and the other components. If you're given a picture of the processor you're receiving and you're pretty sure it's the actual photo of the actual processor, then pay attention to the SMDs uncovered by the IHS and compare it to the 9900XD. Now, all these steps are kind of extra, where generally speaking, you'll buy SKUs without the assumption of research. It is not a qualified spec, but especially buying secondhand, it's worth consideration, and particularly if you're buying from a seller where you might not have much protection. That's probably worth paying the extra money to do. And you could also possibly insert the online request form if you're particularly skeptical about your purchase. And again, finally, if you have the CPU in your possession, we gave that list earlier, including the data matrix code, checking on the packaging, and if it's been tampered with, sticker, maybe holographic, that is it, and then checking the serial number on the bottom, we committed to doing everything research and
جنجي هنا.
I wouldn't second buying from just Amazon or US third party. I would suggest buying from a third party seller on Amazon today. But first party, I would not generally worry about it, with the exception of that one time with the motherboard incident and Newegg a couple of years ago, and that has happened at least once with someone in the audience. But the point being that
Oh, he knew. That's fucking smart.
تخيل يا سعود، انت تخيل ولا انت تدبس؟ بيت يا ريبك بيت.
Did he die? Oh, so.
هذا صبار ترى.
Which is no one can stop me. An old-fashioned kind of TA-based upscale.
Alright, next. Actually, wait. I gotta do something.
But because I'm on an AMD 9000 series series card right now. I'm on a 9070 XT. I even have access to FSR4, so I can set this to run the FSR4 algorithm. And I want to be clear, this has use cases even if you're not on an AMD GPU or an AMD 9000 series GPU specifically. But I do think that this is the most interesting and most exciting case for it, because there are so many games that don't support FSR4 but would highly benefit from them. I'm going to do that same camera pan now, and I really want you to notice how much more clear like Cloud's face is in motion, like his eyes, his hair. Again, we're still on a 50%. Now there's a performance mode upscaling with a 1440p output. So I'm not saying this you know, is a perfect reconstruction. This is an extremely aggressive upscale to prove a point. But notice like his sword. We're not seeing the heavy ghosting trails of the sword behind it. Stuff is still a little pixelated in motion, but so much better. So again, what are we doing here? We are intercepting the game's inputs that would normally go to DLSS, but since we're not on a DLSS compatible device, we are swapping it over into something that is compatible with the graphics card.
I gotta take a little break. I'm gonna do something.
The insert button to get this to pop up. Now, there's some other really cool stuff I want to tell you about today. So how do we install this anyway? Well, let's take a look. So first, I want to be clear, this can apply to so many games, not just this one. And while right now I'm highlighting a use case for an AMD graphics card, there are uses here for NVIDIA users as well. But what I want you to notice is if you look at, as I pan this camera, Cloud's face looks so blurry, his hair looks so pixelated, and the stuff flying around behind him, especially if you look at stuff dissecluded by his motion, looks extremely pixelated. Now, what's going on here? That's because this game really doesn't support any decent upscalers besides DLSS. So if you don't have a compatible graphics card, it kind of seems like you're doomed if you're trying to upscale. Now, I'm doing an aggressive upscale here using the only thing that's available here for me, which is TAAU. An old-fashioned kind of TAA-based upscaler. It's not great. Now, I'm on an AMD card here, so normally I wouldn't be able to even see, let alone select, this DLSS option. So what is that all about? Well, I'm able to select it because I'm using OptiScaler right now. But I want to be clear, because I'm on AMD hardware, I'm not actually using DLSS now. But what I've done is I have intercepted the outputs that the game sends to DLSS, and it is now running them through whatever upscaler I choose. And I chose to run it through an FSR pathway, but because I'm on an AMD 9000 series card right now, I'm on a 9070 XT, I even have access to FSR4, so I can set this to run the FSR4 algorithm. And I want to be clear, this has use cases even if you're not on an AMD GPU or an AMD 9000 series GPU specifically. But I do think that this is the most interesting and most exciting case for it, because there are so many games that don't support FSR4 but would highly benefit from them. I'm going to do that same camera pan now, and I really want you to notice how much more clear like Cloud's face is in motion, like his eyes, his hair. Again, we're still on a 50%, in other words, a performance mode upscaling with a 1440p output. So I'm not saying this you know, is a perfect reconstruction. This is an extremely aggressive upscale to prove a point. But notice like his sword. We're not seeing the heavy ghosting trails of the sword behind it. Stuff is still a little pixelated in motion, but so much better. So the one that you would actually want to be using. Whether that's FSR3, FSR4, XeSS, or even
They all work the same way, right?
DLSS for the games that support
They just
FSR,
upscale.
not DLSS. So again, like I said, this is use cases well beyond just AMD 9000 series users. Also, some games don't support frame generation or don't support the version of frame generation your GPU uses. For example, you might be on an NVIDIA 2000 series card, which doesn't support NVIDIA's frame generation. But they do support AMD's frame generation. But the game might not offer AMD frame generation, or if it's an older version of FSR in the game, you might not be able to use DLSS frame generation.
Alright, not bad.
Scaler again can
I'll take it.
whatever the game has and convert it into something else. So for example, you could be using a DLSS upscaler, but then use FSR frame generation on like if you have like an RTX 36, that type of thing, which is pretty cool. Also, there's even some attempt here to add in latency reduction technologies, like maybe a game supports NVIDIA's Reflex, but maybe you have an AMD GPU. Well, how about we convert that into too? So this is very cool, and I think it's most useful for AMD users to convert DLSS into the latest version of FSR, and especially AMD 9000 series users. Like I said, there's a ton of use cases here for a lot of popular graphics cards, including NVIDIA graphics cards here, which is really cool. Now, there is some issues here with support. Now, for example, let's say you want to see the FSR4 compatibility list. Well, there's going to be some issues here. For example, FSR4 on Windows does not seem to support Vulkan yet. And so you do have that kind of a problem. So if the game runs in Vulkan, like Doom the Dark Ages, for example, you can't put FSR4 into Doom the Dark Ages because that's running on Vulkan. However, games that are DX11 or DX12, you can usually get this up and running. But again, there can be some compatibility issues. Also, I've seen some Linux games getting FSR4 running in Vulkan games, whereas that doesn't seem to be working on Windows, but I'm not super into Linux myself, so I'm just going to let you know, you might have additional luck there that I didn't. So, in general, what also is really cool here is the support list. So, if I scroll down through here, what you'll see is the game name and whether it supports FSR4 on Windows, or you might see a check mark by Linux, and it says which input to use. So if the game, let's say, supports a DLSS and FSR, but you want to convert it into FSR4, this will tell you which pathway should you be going down, right? And sometimes there's some notes about compatibility, right? Because this is not officially implemented into the game. Sometimes there can be some small issues with compatibility or little graphic bugs or crashes. Now, as I'm scrolling through the compatibility, what I want to make sure you guys understand, though, is that you should not be doing this in online multiplayer games with anti-cheat programs, because you will be modifying game files in order to get this to work. And because you're modifying game files, it means that you could end up getting triggering an anti-cheat program, getting banned.
I don't know. I kind of want to start it, but there's an order that's coming up in a bit, so
You might want to, if you're
kind of
living
screwed
on
up.
the edge and trying it out, just don't say, I didn't warn you, and the developers do put up a big flag saying that you should not do this in online games. But what do I mean by you're modifying game files, and what should you be doing anyway in order to get this running? Let's scroll a little quick to the end here. Okay, so how do you actually get this going? Well, there is a fairly automated install process. It looks more complicated than it is. Okay, so first of all, you download the latest build of Octascaler. Again, I will link this in my video description. And then that's really lightly, there's not a lot to it. You just need to put this into whichever game you want to use it in. And again, you can check that compatibility list to see what notes people may have said about the process of using it there. So for example, on an Unreal Engine game like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that I was using here, you generally follow path to the game or project name, binaries, Win64, or WinGDK, and ignore the engine folder. So let me give an example of this where I've already installed it. So I'm going to go to my Steam apps folder, whichever drive that's on, and then go to Common, and then I see a list of my Steam games. I'm going to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now here's the place where it'd be very easy to make a mistake, because I will see in this initial folder that it says Final Fantasy VII.
I tell my mom, yo, my mom's like an immigrant mom, bro.
Yes. I think Saudi Arabia even has a worse way of saluting. It's a kiss and then something else. I forgot. They kiss and then something else. Parents fuck each other in the ass, not gay though.
I know. I'll stop it here
Iraq
for
is
now.
quite funny if I take it to Iraq. But I
Yeah.